Welcome to the new Battle Pass season, Rogue Shades. The first vehicle on the VIP list is an American carrier-based strike fighter, the FA-18 EF Super Hornet. It's a deeply modernized version that's superior to the classic FA-18 in engine power, wing area, flight range, and maximum payload. This aircraft comes with cutting-edge armament, advanced electronics, and a powerful radar. In the nose, it has a traditional 6-barreled 20mm autocannon with a high rate of fire. The hardpoints can carry the AGM-158C LRSAM long-range anti-ship missiles, originally developed for the B-1B strategic bomber. Besides that, it can carry the QSER glide depth charges, capable of hitting submerged submarines and surface targets. No traps can save the enemy from these. There's also the classic laser-guided bombs, the GBU-24 Paveway 3. The VIP part of the Battle Pass widens the choice of rotorcraft with the legendary Chinook helicopter, the MH-47N. This modification was created for the U.S. Navy Special Operations Forces. With the difficulty and variety of tasks they get, this new vehicle required some truly impressive weaponry. The 6-barreled M134 minigun with a high rate of fire can perform effective attacks against enemy aircraft. The fixed 20mm M24A1 autocannons can inflict major damage on surface targets. Besides the artillery, this chopper can also carry LAU-68F rocket launchers and Mark 54 light torpedoes against submarines. Another new vehicle in the VIP part of the Battle Pass is the RPK-1 Vichur, a Soviet anti-ship missile complex. It's meant for hitting both surface and submerged targets, with its nuclear warheads guaranteeing high damage. Thanks to a high trajectory arch, these missiles can be launched indirectly. Another highlight is the main award of the free part of the Battle Pass, Admiral Basisti, a large anti-ship vessel from Project 1155.1. 10 vessels of this type had originally been planned, but only one was ever finished. Admiral Basisti was meant to become the second one in the line, but it was disassembled before completion. This project offers a unique combination of weapons of multiple classes on a single deck. It has an artillery system from a destroyer featuring twin 130mm cannons. They're conveniently placed in the fore, allowing it to fire from sheltered positions while only exposing a small part of the hull. For surface targets, this warship has the Granit missile complex. The P-700 heavy missiles can deal major damage even to large ships, provided they can reach the target. This type of ordnance is pretty slow and vulnerable to enemy AA defenses. Another versatile weapon in its arsenal capable of hitting both ships and submarines is the 533mm multi-purpose electrically driven homing torpedo, the TE-203. This model can boast improved speed and homing range. The main task of the RBU-12,000, a Soviet 300mm rocket launcher, is defense against enemy torpedoes. Still, it can also deliver a hail of explosives onto enemy heads. Two systems are responsible for providing AA defense on this vessel. The 3M89 Palash, a 30mm automatic anti-aircraft artillery system, can easily intercept precision munitions. It's aided by the 3K95 Kinjal, an all-weather AA system aimed at reflecting mass attacks. Its missiles are launched from under-deck silos. The air wing of this vessel includes a Ka-58 strike helicopter. Its armament allows it to attack both surface and submerged targets. The Battle Pass brings new, unique customization as well. The VIP part gives our players the legendary Sinister Knight camo. It's a reminder that the depths of the seas are always dangerous. Keep your guard up at all times. The premium part of the Battle Pass brings no less than 3 rewards. The epic Spiderweb camo will basically entangle all your hostile neighbors in devious mind games. It's not so easy to hide from these spider eyes. The second reward is the legendary Samuel Evans Avatar. He has a lot of experience with the Air Force, where he got used to overcoming any difficulties. His dedication and diligence made him a true go-getter who's bound to succeed in any business. Another legendary avatar of the premium part of the Battle Pass is Boris Yanetsky. After years of hard work, he's earned his Admiral stars. A wise old man, he's a pillar of honor and strength. Each of his scars can tell a story of an exhaustive battle and relentless bravery. He's not against sharing those either, provided there's a willing ear. The free part of the Battle Pass brings two epic avatars. Number 1 is Jason Ortega, a tough and brutal combat expert. He's trained hundreds of troopers for large-scale operations. His entire career was made on a single ship where he served as the Master Chief. The ship is basically his second home. Avatar number 2 is Fyodor Bodrov. This young and upstanding talent from the engine room has always shown interest in machinery. Coming from a family of car mechanics, he's polished his skills even before joining the ranks. In the Navy, Fyodor has become one of those rare specialists who can basically hear the ship and feel everything going on inside it. The Battle Pass rewards are all great, of course, but there's more new things coming to the game this month. For instance, you can purchase some new vehicles with in-game currencies. The first one is a warship you've been looking forward to, the Vishakhapatnam, the lead destroyer of the Indian Navy. With a wide choice of weaponry, excellent speed, and stealth capabilities, it can complete a rich selection of tasks, including anti-air and anti-sub defense. Its arsenal includes the already familiar P-700 Granite heavy missiles, the RBU-12,000 rocket launchers, the 127mm Mark 45 Mod 4 cannon, and the Indian Varunastra advanced heavy torpedoes. With high speed and durability, they can reliably reach their targets and deliver massive damage. For anti-air defenses, this ship has the Soviet M-22 Uragan and the Israeli Barak 8 complexes, while its air wing includes a Ka-58 attack helicopter. Another exciting new vehicle is a Russian prototype stealth drone, the Skat. It has a modest durability, but its speed and maneuverability are much higher than that of its counterpart, the MQ-9 Reaper. The drone is armed with the GSH-630 aircraft cannon that offers excellent accuracy and high damage, the prototype XMDE close-range missile, and the X-31AD tactical high-speed long-range air-to-surface missiles. Having another traditional monthly batch of new vehicles is great. New customization is nice too, but this October has even more in stock. We're bringing some new mechanics to the game. Here's a few words on those. The anti-submarine missiles were added to the game a long time ago, but now they work exactly like they do in real life. First, this munition gets closer to the target, acting like a missile, and travels the majority of the distance. Then the warhead separates from the carrier, drops into the water using a parachute, and runs the rest of the distance as a regular torpedo. If the target is close to the launch site, the missile just gains a little altitude before separation, instead of following the previous mechanic. The primary aim for this weaponry is to help ships defend against submarines, but it can be efficient against surface targets as well. We believe this new weapon will improve your tactical capabilities and enhance the variety in ship versus submarine kinds of battles. The game has several options for this armament. It can be installed into missile slots with silo and container launchers, or into specialized launcher turrets that go into bomb slots. You can find this equipment in the corresponding shop tabs, together with missiles, bombs, and rocket systems. Existing torpedo missiles have been reworked to align with the new mechanic. Some of them have also been rebalanced, but all the prices and access conditions are the same. We're talking about the American RUM-139 Swarmer, the Chinese U-8, and the Japanese Type 07 SUM. Following your requests, we've also added the Indian SMART anti-ship missile to Tier 2 ships. Mechanic number 2 is the new anti-torpedo consumables for submarines. They're launched from the sides of the hull and float to the water's surface, scrambling the homing of incoming torpedoes. Keep in mind that this countermeasure can be destroyed if it contacts obstacles around it. You might want to keep your submarines in an open area for maximum efficiency. Incoming torpedoes will home onto the countermeasures instead of the sub, moving forward until their time to live is over. We hope this change will give our players more freedom and variety when they play subs, while also improving the value and competitiveness of this class compared to others. You can purchase anti-torpedo countermeasures for in-game currency in the premium section of the shop, next to other consumables. The month will begin with the Chinese National Day. This occasion will bring unique customization pieces imbued with the spirit of the Orient. Here's the epic floral phoenix flag, showing an immortal bird that symbolizes grace, virtue, and harmony. And finally, there's the legendary avatar of Meng. Despite his menacing looks, he's a softie. His favorite pastime is walking in a peony garden. Meng believes that an admiral must self-improve constantly, and for that, they need to find harmony with the world. As for the second half of October, we will upload a separate video soon enough. In the meantime, we're looking forward to your feedback. Share your impressions of the new Battle Pass and other changes. Play modern warships, and see you at sea.